Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In Suluk, the road to Allah Ta'ala, one of the most important item which is wanted, it is so important that without that, it's not possible for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve, that means Allah Ta'ala. And that is to talk less. This tongue of ours is a cause of all the sins that you can think of. Is this tongue of ours is all that what you see at home between the husband and wife. Whatever happening, the quarrelings, the misunderstanding, the fighting, the bickering, all is because of this tongue. Haziji should sit for hours not speaking one word, and we should emphasize that as far as possible, talk what is necessary. We have to exercise ourselves to bring this quality into us, that until unless you do not talk less, or you do not talk when it's necessary, it is difficult for you to change your life. Very difficult. Because this is the first thing, two things which, although it's four things, but now it's two things. Talk less, eat less, which now is no more the same. Now you must eat properly. No more you must think, you must eat less, eat properly. Eat stomach full, not heart full. Eat nicely with the intention of making ibadat. Third is that sleep less, which you must sleep well, about 6 hours to 7 hours. 6 to 7 hours is very important for us to sleep. And meat less. Now these two things are so important in our lives: meat less and talk less. If you can do this, you achieve everything. You must not think this much, these two things, but Hazrat is talking of taqleel al-kalam. The subject today is taqleel al-kalam, means talk less. You must never think, even the Nabis also, they never claimed any time. They spoke afterwards, they don't spoke first. We want to speak first. We must think not to speak at all. Ours must go, must not speak until it is necessary to speak. Not to speak. Who said that if someone comes to your house you must speak? Speak what is necessary. And that's all to it. But we are not prepared to do that. But if you want to take the road to Allah Ta'ala, then you have to prepare to talk less. Then you'll be safeguarded and protected from all the harms. Today all the harms is, you want to know something, you know everything. Everyone asks you any questions, you want to answer. You know all. And if you bring this quality of talking less, you find at home with the wife, it will be the best life. Because now you're very, very considerate, concerned now what you're going to speak, what you're going to say. And remember one thing, when you bring this quality of talking less, you will not worry what's happening in the West. You're not worried what is happening in the West and the rest. Because what will you talk, by your talking, what is bringing any difference? Yes, only one difference. You got nothing else to do besides talking unnecessary. No one is listening to you at all. You listen to yourself and you're talking unnecessary. This is all called futile. My husband should tell us, when the time when we were in Jalalabad, the Iraq war was on, what is this going to a bazaar and talking here, what's happening there, what difference it makes, tell me. Why are you making that as your conversation? Your conversation is talk less and keep your relationship with Allah Ta'ala. So as he says, कि जब तक किसी से बोलने की सख्त जरूरत पेश ना आए, until unless it is very, very important to speak to someone. Who is saying this? Hazrat Ji, Hazrat Maulana Masud Azam. Kisi se na bolo. Do not talk. You know, you got a habit of everyone and everyone we're talking to. Forget that. He can tell you this snobbish person, Jazakallah. He can tell you this man don't talk too much. He's a dry person. You'd rather stay dry. But don't worry what he says, you put yourself right, you have to put yourself right. Put your akhlaq right. किसी से ना वो जिसको तकलीफ कलाम कहते हैं, that's what you call to talk less. Until unless it is very, if someone have to ask you some question, you make salam, you answer the question, khalas. Now if I don't know you, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, how's your family, how's your wife, how's your mother, how's this, how's that, everything is sounding good but not right. What do you want to do with my family? I don't know who's your mother, I don't know who's this. Why did you ask that question? Now you don't know, that's futile talks. I don't know who your father is, I don't know who your mother is, and you're telling how's your mother, how's your father, how's this, how's that. Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Alhamdulillah, khalas. ये इससे बस मुस्तबद होता है कि या अय्युहल्लज़ीना तक़ुल्लाह वक़ूलू क़ौलन सदीदा. Allah Ta'ala says, ya ayyuhallazina taqullah. Taqwa is most important. Without taqwa you can get nothing. Everywhere Allah Ta'ala talking about taqwa, taqwa, taqwa. Get the fear of Allah. Conscious of Allah. Conscious, Allah is looking at you. That is in true sense called taqwa. Allah is looking at you. It's obvious Allah Ta'ala looking at what you do. You got Allah Ta'ala in front of you. Will you talk now? You will not talk. Fear that I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not hurt him. I'm not say something against him that he'll be unhappy with me. Taqwa means that every time you are concerned of keeping Allah Ta'ala happy, your happiness is no more important, his happiness is important. It says, وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. Speak always the truth. Speak always the truth. Now you know something, when you speak always the truth, you think it's easy? That means that this condition can only come into you if you always speak the truth. Is the time you talk less. You talk less. When a person begins to talk too much, continue speaking all the time, then you must know there's so much of stories he's going to make. Where he's going to talk the truth? He's got a habit of talking too much. So Hazrat says, दरोड़ को ये हालत बिला सुकूत और खामोश रहने से हासिल नहीं होती. This condition of speaking the truth can only come into you when you become of this kind, that when you keep silent all the time. Keep silent all the time. People enjoy talking, you know. Stop that. Stop that. You've got no other work to do. Talk. If you talk all the time, you must know you're going to lose out in that. क्योंकि जिसको हर वक्त बोलने की आदत हो गई, वो बोलते में एहतियात किस तरह कर सकता है? When a person got a habit of talking all the time, where will he take precaution then? Where will he take precaution? He's talking all the time. That's why the Shaykh sometimes don't even look at the murid at all. They don't look at his face too. Don't look at his face also. That he must keep his mouth completely quiet. The punishment the Shaykh sometimes gives the murid of this kind, that he don't look at his face too. Why did you speak? For what you spoke. In that way, when he is true and sincere, then he'll become more stronger, and he'll make sure that he won't make that mistake, and he'll keep his mouth quiet for all his life after that. बोलने में एहतियात और कोल सीधी इसी वक्त हो सकता है कि जबकि बिला जरूरत कलाम न करे. बिला जरूरत, विदाउट एनी वैलिड रीजन, You must not open your mouth to speak. Hazrat Thanvi Rahmatullah Ali, one person asked him, one murid asked him, Hazrat, I'm asking this question. He answered him. One other new person came, he also asked the question. He said, there's a lot of muftis there, ask them. Does not mean you answer everyone's question. Does not mean you answer everyone's question. That everyone speaks to you, you answer them, talk to them. If someone is there very close to you, spoke to him, khalas. But speak what is necessary. Jab bole to sach bolo, soch kar bole. Anything that you do, before you do anything, think before you ink. They say think before you ink. That's an old English saying. Think before you ink. Think before you. What's the use? You said the wife the 3 words and thereafter you crying. In that anger you said the 3 words to the wife and now you're crying, looking for all kind of avenues, now looking to this mufti and that mufti. Have you thought very carefully you will do that mistake, make that mistake? Never. Never. Then with all you can go and look for all kind of fatwas, it will make no change. So think before you gave someone one. इसी को हदीस पाक में भी बयान किया कि ईशा के मन हुस्न इस्लाम मर इब्तर कमाला यानी the beauty of Islam lies upon this, that you always talk something beautiful. You don't talk of la yani, you do not talk of futile. In Islam the most beautiful thing that is not talk futile talks. My dear friends, if you can only follow this one majlis, today's majlis, inshallah you become strong in controlling your tongue. Inshallah, Khuda kare, if you can only understand, you can go very far. Before the Buzugan-e-Deen should emphasize on this one point of talk less and meet less. Well, today people are meeting and less, not too much and talking too much. Who said you read namaz, after namaz go out and make salam to you and have a long chat outside? It's obvious what you're going to end up with. You met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you go outside, assalamu alaikum, khalas, you made a dua and khalas. Why should you sit and talk there? Nayani us kalam ko kehte hai ki jise na deeni koi masliyat na ho. Nayani means futile, means there's no benefit in deen at all. Futile means something which got no benefit to deen at all and no benefit to dunya also. And always remember one thing, a person who talks futile talks, unnecessary a person talks, you must know he'll talk a lot of lies too. A lot of things he'll begin to say too. Because his tongue is moving all the time. You'll be him talking all kind of things. But a person who's concerned of controlling his tongue all the time, he will make sure that at home also he's very conscious. He's cautious and conscious not to cause any kind of harm to anyone, one kind of sin also. लायानी उस कलाम को कहते हैं, यानी तो ये हालत बिला तकलीर कलाम के हासिल नहीं हो सकती. As he says, that this condition of keeping yourself away from futile talks can only come about unless you keep yourself away from talking too much. Talking too much. बस कुरान हदीस से मसला तकरीर कलाम साबित हो. मालूम हो कि तसव्वुफ के मसाइल कुरान हदीस से ही निकला गया. ने इस्लाह अमाल का तरीका बता दिया कि एक कल्ब से ताल्लुक है और दूसरा जुबान से ताल्लुक है. In this Quran Sharif ayat, Allah Ta'ala is showing us 2 things. Ya ayyuhalladhina ittaqullaha wa qulu qawlan sadida. One has got a link with your heart and one got a link with your tongue. Taqullah, who's got to deal with a link with your heart, have taqwa in you. Taqwa is in your heart. Taqwa cannot be seen. Cannot taqwa? And one is the tongue, talk less. These 2 things, one taqwa. Taqwa yahan se hai. Bila zarurat na bolo, soch kar bolo. Bila, Hazrat is emphasizing, without any valid reason, don't talk. What does it cost you not to keep silent? It cost you anything to keep silent. Why don't you keep silent? One person met Hazratji, he met me in Makkah Sharif, and he looked at me and told me, he asked me where I'm coming from. He said he met Hazrat in Saharanpur. He said he met Hazrat for 4 hours, but not one word he spoke. Not one word. That person who keeps silent is purifying his inside. That person who keeps silent, what is he? He is purifying his inside. He may be silent in front of you, but in reality he is not silent. Iman, he is purifying himself. The more you keep away from people, the more less you meet people without any valid reason, do not meet anyone. And the more you keep quiet, you find you're purifying your inside all the time. You don't know what's the meaning of telling lies. That person who talks less and always thinking before he speaks, does not talk anything out of turn, and always thinking and concerned what he's speaking, that person is difficult for him to tell a lie. Difficult for him. But a person talks too much, all the time his tongue is moving, then you must know there's a lot of lies, you see. All kinds of lies is speaking. Allah hamari hifadat farmaye. Because Nabi Karim said the two things that you give guarantee, I give Jannat. And one of it is a tongue, between your tongue. If you can give guarantee of a tongue, Nabi Karim said, I'll give guarantee of Jannat. Because these are two things that will take you away in Jahannam. With all the good things that you do, look at that lady in the battle of Uhud or battle of Badr, I'm not sure which one it was. Her son was martyred there. And she went to Nabi Karim and said, Ya Rasul, I want to see my son there. Nabi Karim said, yes, you can go see. And what do you think she did? She went there and put her hand around his face and said, Jannat tum par mubarak ho. What's she saying? Jannat is good, mubarak for you. Nabi Karim said, it looks like she talks too much. It looks like talk too much. Because only Allah knows what is the truth. Yes, really, Khuda kare, inshallah, you got Jannat. But you can't say, for sure anyone. You can give dua to a person, but you cannot say for sure what the position is. That is what's today. The only time you won't talk, if a person passes on the day of Jummah also, inshallah, Khuda kare, is a Mubarak day. But more than that, you're not supposed to say. You're not supposed to talk. Judgment, Allah Ta'ala gives judgment. We're not supposed to make judgment of any kind. But who will talk like that unnecessary? That person got the habit of talking unnecessary. But a person who is always conscious, knows that he will not talk too much, he will talk very less. He'll be very careful. He'll be very careful. Allah Ta'ala तुम्हारे अमाल को दुरुस्त कर देगी. In other words, बिला जरूरत न बोलो, सोच कर बोलो. Without any valid reason, don't speak. And think before you speak. Then thereafter, if you made any shortcomings, Allah will forgive you too. Allah Ta'ala will forgive you too, because everyone is full of some shortcomings. No one is free from sin. Everyone makes mistakes. But if you take all the concern of taking precaution, think before you speak and the rest of it, then Allah Ta'ala forgives you too. But if you don't take any importance of showing, and you speak anyhow you want to speak, then Allah Ta'ala said, Allah. जो शख्स अल्लाह और उसके रसूल की इताअत करता है तो वह अजीम शान कामयाबी से है. That person who follows Allah and Rasulullah, he for sure will get the highest status. Because that is all what we want, to follow Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is what I said. तुमने तकवा और जुबान की हिफाजत मेरी इताअत में की है. In other words, you have done this thing, Allah Ta'ala says, that you have achieved taqwa and you made sure you've taken a lot of precaution in protecting your tongue from the wrong. So no doubt I will give the highest status. You want to speak the wrong thing, you don't speak. You want to tell lies, you don't tell lies. You want to fight with someone with your tongue, you don't do it. You want everything to, now you make a mujahada. I'm not going to tell that person. You get angry in your, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to say it. I must keep quiet. I will not say anything. But think, no. Allah Ta'ala said, look at the mujahada he's making. The sacrifice he's making. For who? For Allah Ta'ala's sake. Allah and Rasul. Allah Ta'ala की भाई हज़रत says, इताअत में की है, लिहाजा तुमको अज़ीम शान काम दुनिया में भी हासिल होगी और आखिरत में भी हासिल. Allah would say that Allah Ta'ala gives you, कामयाबी means, in this world also, He gives you very high status. And Akhirat is giving you high status. Just imagine why you controlling your tongue for the sake of Allah Ta'ala. दुनिया में किसी कोई झगड़ा नहीं होगा और आखिर में अदना जिल्लत नहीं आएगी. In dunya also, if you keep quiet, you keep away from all kinds of problems. No trouble at all. No sticks will come out, no guns will come out, no knives will come out. And Akhirat, Allah Ta'ala gives you high, not to show this zillat, izzat He gives you. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu hadith says, जुबान को पकड़े हुए थे. He should hold his tongue. Who? Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala. He should hold his tongue. And उसने मुझे हलाकत में डाल दिया. This thing has destroyed me. He did not speak anything out of turn, but he should hold his tongue. This thing has destroyed me. This tongue has destroyed me. And this tongue has destroyed a lot of people. You can decide, you can see there's so much of horrible things people say with their tongues that keep the houses on fire all the time because of that. There's no happiness at home because of this tongue here. It's because of this tongue you find at work also the worker is not good, the master too. Not happy with the master too. This tongue has caused all the harms. Abu Siddiq radiallahu anhu holds his tongue every day. देखिए अबू बकर जैसा शख्स जो सिद्दीक़ का मकाम पहुंचा हुआ है. As you look at Abu Bakr Siddiq, who has reached the state of Siddiqiyya very high. And as he says, अव्वल खलीफा है मगर जुबान को पकड़े हुए है. First Khalifa, yet he is holding the tongue, that how much we must hold our tongue. If he is holding the tongue all the time, today we got the wife, bichara, they get the knocks from all sides. Because they can't look at anyone else, the wife get the full knocks coming. Husband take them to task. The zuban opens. They must hold the tongue. Hazrat agar unka bas hota to ijazat hoti to aankh par bhi bandh lekin. Hazrat says, if Islam gave ijazat permission, then he would have spoke his eyes also, spoke his ears also. Why? कानों में शीशे लगाते थे ताकि गुनाह सुदूर ना हो, so that his ears will not commit any sin. I know one person, even in South Africa, and someone told Hazrat, वो बेरा है वो बेरा means he's deaf. जी हाँ, ग़ीबत से बच गए. What? ग़ीबत से बच गए. You know what a big thing that is? Mom sahab, ग़ीबत से बच गए. Allah. That's the guna that we're doing, committing every day. Ghibbat, backbiting. Control his tongue. Backbiting. Allah. So Hazrat says, if Sharia gave him permission, then he would have poked all his part of his bodies. To say, you are the cause of this sin, you caused that. The eyes, you have caused this sin. Your ears have caused this sin. But say, no. ये नहीं काटते, मगर जुबान को पकड़े हुए थे, because you cannot cut any part of the body. Sharia does not allow you, but at least he holds his tongue. He holds his tongue. क्योंकि जुबान को पकड़ने कोई हर्ज नहीं, there's nothing wrong with that. बुजुर्गों ने भी लायानी के तरह का बहुत एहतमाम किया है. बुजुर्गों ने लायानी पर तो बहुत एहतमाम किया. Do you know something? बुजुर्गान ने दीन, the first thing they say a person, take precaution of your tongue and make sure that all the time you show importance to it. And every buzurg shows importance. I'm going to give you this incident which I was present. Hazrat gave this incident too. Then from there you'll come to know how important it is. एक बुजुर्ग का वाकया है. There was a बुजुर्ग, his incident. उनके फोड़ा निकल आया. He had a boil. Listen to me very carefully. He had a boil. दूसरे बुजुर्ग उनकी इयादत बीमारी के लिए गया. Another बुजुर्ग went to meet him. You got a boil. There you come to realize how you must control your tongue. पूछा कि क्या बात है, आप बाहर नजर नहीं आते? I don't see outside. I don't see at all. I don't see at all. What's happening? फरमाएगा फोड़ा निकला है. I got a boil. He just said, I got a boil. उन बुजुर्ग ने मालूम कर लिया कि कहां निकला है. Listen to this. Where you got the boil? Where you got the boil? The moment he said, where you got the boil, the buzurg kept quiet. Why he kept quiet? The place that he had the boil, he cannot say it. Why did you ask me that question? Why did you ask me that question? That is what you call, you must be so conscious of what you speak. He just asked him, where you got the boil? दूसरे बुजुर्ग खामोश हो गए, क्योंकि बाद औकात थोड़ा इसी जगह निकला होता है, उसको बताने में शर्म मालूम होती है. He put him into shame now, that I cannot say it. You see how where it goes to? Did you ever realize that? उन बुजुर्ग को एहसास हो गया कि मेरा ये सवाल लाया नहीं था. But immediately he got that thing, that feeling that he got in his heart, that indication that he spoke something futile. और उस पर घर आकर इस्तिगफार करते रहे. And he went home and made istighfar all the time. Making istighfar all the time. Oh Allah, what I did, what I did. What I did, I spoke something. We make so much of ghibat, no istighfar. We make all kind of things, no istighfar. We call all kind of words we call to people, no istighfar. Yeah, he mistakenly made a mistake. And what is this? जनाब अगर लायानी पर इस्तिगफार नहीं किया जाएगा तो गुनाह पर इस्तिगफार की तौफीक मुश्किल है. Listen to this statement there. जनाब अगर लायानी पर इस्तिगफार नहीं किया जाएगा तो गुनाह पर इस्तिगफार की तौफीक मुश्किल है. If you do not make istighfar on futile, then to get tawfiq of making guna on tawfiq, or istighfar on guna is difficult. It's difficult. In other words, you become so conscious that I made that mistake, Ya Allah, which is futile.